Hello, everybody. It's the husband dad. I just watched the horror movie Dolls, 1987. I think that's the year. So I will leave in the comments where to watch it. I have watched it on Dailymotion. And this video will contain spoilers. It just will be my thoughts on the movie, maybe some recap elements. So if you're okay with spoilers, you can watch this video. Continue to watch it. So, anyways, this horror movie begins like this. We have a trio, a father, a stepmother, and the daughter of the father. So father's name is David, the stepmother is Rosemary, and the daughter is Judith. They are driving across the road to their vacation through a forest, but in the meantime a horrible weather occurs and makes their car get stuck in the watery holes in the ditches of mud. So they have no other choice, they have to leave the car. Now, after leaving the car, they immediately spot a huge mansion. And they became happy because they know that they can take shelter because the storm is horrible. It was on the radio that it will be super bad. Better not to stay outside. So they went inside the house. They met the house owners. Gabriel, a senior guy, like older age, a very experienced doll maker, and his wife, Hillary. The old couple seems different from normal people, and the trio gets a little bit suspicious of them, but they just play along, get to eat in the kitchen together, and the old couple is pretty nice. They let them stay in the mansion during the bad weather. So, in the same time, three more guests come inside: Ralph, a guy, and two girls, Isabel and Edith. So, Ralph is just a random guy who saw two hitchhikers, those two girls, and picked them up along the way. But of course, the storm made their car also stuck in the mud, so everybody just went in the same mansion and decided to stay the night because the old couple is very nice and kind to them and let them stay. So, when the night begins, mysterious stuff starts happening, like some noises, baby noises, some dolls making subtle movements in the mansion. Like, it is very strange how this is happening, but not everybody notices right at the start. Now, eventually, the action gets better when one of the hitchhiker girls, named Isabel, decides that this mansion is full of antiques and she wants to get rich, steal some in there, like put some in her bag quietly when nobody sees. She gets attacked by dolls, and the dolls kill her brutally. So, this view was seen by Judith, the little kid, the daughter that we had in the start of the movie. And problem is, nobody believes Judith because she's a kid. So she went to Ralph, the random guy, because Ralph is a kind of man kid. Like he has a little kid spirit inside him, little kid's heart. He still likes dolls. He does not show it, but he's still a young guy that remembers his childhood well. So he believes Judith, that dolls may have killed Isabel, and they go looking for her. They find the blood trail. They don't find the body, but because nobody believes Judith, the little kid, Ralph decides to tell the same stuff to the adults. So he tells this, of course, nobody believes Ralph either. And what happens is there goes an argument, and nothing really comes out of it. But later, Isabel's friend, Edith, decides to check up on Isabel because she's not coming back for long. And she goes out looking for her. Now, she did not believe Ralph about the dolls, nor she did believe Judy. But she confronted the dolls herself by looking for Isabel, and she found Isabel also turned into a doll with her eyes gouged out, like horrible, brutal view. And, as you'd expect, Edith did not return because the dolls did their job and got another kill. Nobody can survive the dolls because there are so many of them, like dozens in the mansion. So, another victim piled up, and this does not stop. The stepmother, Rosemary, also got attacked in her bed. She got all over her the dolls with saws, with knives, with hammers, with everything. And she just did not handle it. She jumped out of the window, and we got the third victim right now. So this victim pile is piling up, but it seems that the dolls don't really want to kill Judith, the little girl, nor do they want to kill Ralph, the adult man child that has a kid heart still is young and hard and likes dolls. So the father finds Rosemary dead, suspects Ralph again because Ralph told everything and nobody believes him. He seems like a creep, a pervert, because adults don't believe that. Adults can kill somebody, and why is Judy hanging around with Ralph? Like maybe he's a pervert. That is the thought the father has, Father David. So he went looking for them. He has a fight with Ralph. Ralph gets knocked out. Judith gets knocked out, and the dolls drag them away to safety. And then the old couple comes, and Gabriel, the old doll maker, and his wife Hilary turns the father David into a doll with magic. Just looking him in the eyes, and he has just torturing him, just morphing into a doll, screaming, "Argh!" And this is the last victim. Now, Ralph and Judith wake up from being knocked out, and they are in the care of Gabriel and Hilary, who tell them this was all just a dream. This was a long night. You fell on the ground. You had a concussion, maybe. So, now there was nothing bad. Don't worry about it. But we have to tell you that everybody left the house. Only two of you left. And Judith, the father, left you a letter that he flew with Rosemary to a different city and sent you money so you could go back to your mother's house, so you could live in a loving household. Because the father did not love the daughter, so he decided to let her live in a loving household, abandoning her but keeping the money for her flight ticket. That is the story Gabriel made up on the paper. So they will not tell that they killed the father or turned him into a doll. So Ralph was suspicious, Judith was suspicious, but they just rolled with it. The couple kindly thanked them for their stay, gave them money both to fly to that city where Judith's mother lives, and Ralph should escort Judith to her mother. And basically, in the end, Judith said, "Ralph, you're a very nice guy. I would like you to meet my mother, and maybe if you would like to have a daughter." Like she hinted that this could be a family, that Ralph could become Judith's mother's man. And then Ralph would be the stepfather of Judith, and Judith would finally have a loving parent figure, not only the mother. So, movie ends like this, and Ralph agrees, of course. And in the credits, we see another car getting stuck the second day in a ditch and going to the same house. This showing that all the people in the mansion, all the dolls, were actually people before, and these are all victims of the doll maker Gabriel and Hilary's magic that is turning people into puppets and adding them to their collection. So I enjoyed this movie. It was entertaining, it was good. It was older, but it adds to the quality of it. Like it's a kind of movie that does not only give you horror, does not only give entertainment or cheesiness, but it teaches you about being a parent, gives you a morale, like be a good parent and do the right thing. So I enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, and I recommend it to anyone that is not picky about older horror movies. Like you can watch it. They are oftentimes better than the modern ones. So yeah, it won't scare your like cheeks off, but it will be good. It is entertaining, a good time spender. So thank you all for watching. If you're gonna watch this movie, have fun, and wish you all a nice day. Thank you for being together. Bye bye.